Matthew 11:28 through 30.
If I go over this every night, it'll never be too much. 11:28 through 30. Read.
Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
This is a learning situation. Learn of me. My yoke is discipline. And you must qualify to take it. When you look up the word take, in good dictionaries, especially in the Random House Dictionary, you will discover 117 different definitions of the word take. If you learn 116, you don't qualify to take my yoke upon you. You must learn all 117 to qualify. Otherwise, you take at my yoke. You'll be trying to run out from under it sometimes. Jeremiah 31:33. Jeremiah 31:33. Read.
But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people.
This is not a future event. Your God is here in the flesh. Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Notice this is a personal pronoun. I. Well, you are looking at me, and I am the one that is putting my law in your inward parts. That's in your mind. And I'm writing it in your hearts. What is your heart? That's a metaphor, allegory for your heart, for your mind. Heart and mind means the same thing in the Bible, in most cases. Sometimes it's literal, sometimes it's figurative, and this time it's symbolic and allegorical. You have to look up the word allegory in case you don't know what I'm saying. That's what learning is about. You have to learn of me. So I'm writing my laws in your mind so you'll never forget. And after I put my law in your inward parts and write it, so when something is written, you can see it. You can put something in your house, I can put something in your house, and you don't know it's there. So I can put the law in you, and you don't know it's there. I've been doing it. Ever since you met me, I have been putting my law in you, but you didn't recognize it. So now I'm beginning to write it in your mind. So, and you write it on paper, I write it on boards, and now I'm writing it inside your head, and it's becoming a real part of you, and you can look up in your mind and see the. And then I'm writing it so indelibly that you can actually close your eyes or open your eyes and see Yahweh Ben Yahweh, the mighty God, with attendant definitions. You can actually begin to see my mental ability and my awesome, profound, grand power to in fact be the architect of the universe. You can see it. Why? Because it's on the board. I'm printing it on the board of your mind. You can visualize it now. You're beginning to have vision. Now, after I do this, then I automatically will be your God. See, I'm already God. You can't make me God. Neither can you stop me from being God. I'm already God because I am. It's not because I said, it's because I am. Now, when you begin to get my law in you and I write it in your mind, then you can see as you learn of me, my attributes, through study, that I really am who I say I am. That I am that great I am. See? And then you will be my people. Okay. 2 Timothy 2:15. 2 Timothy 2:15. It's glorious, isn't it? Read.
Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Praise Yahweh. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let's find out what our duty is. Read.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh.
There it is again. Job feared Yahweh. I showed you that the fear of Yahweh, I didn't bother to take down the dread part, the danger, the terror, the anxiety, the apprehension part, because I know you already have that concept of fear in your head. But the part you didn't have is what we wrote down. Now we find out our whole duty. This is the conclusion of all the teaching. After all is said and done, even after you have studied forever, infinitely, the conclusion of the whole matter is fearing Yahweh. Have an extreme reverence for Yahweh. Have profound awe for Yahweh. The conclusion of the whole matter is to respect Yahweh. The conclusion of the whole matter is to love Yahweh. The conclusion of the whole matter is to have obeisance toward Yahweh. The conclusion of the whole matter in all of your studies is to have a veneration for Yahweh and to hold him as a revered being. Now you got to study all of that, see? And when you practice the fear of Yahweh, then you automatically will have moral behavior. You'll be practicing moral behavior then. Okay, read on.
Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Duty. Whole is what? Complete. Perfect duty. Whole is a circle. Huh? Whole is a complete circle, 360 degrees. That's whole is a never-ending duty. This duty never ends. Fearing Yahweh and keeping his laws, keeping his commandments is never ending. And that's your duty. If that's the whole duty of man, then why doesn't the white man teach us this from birth through kindergarten, through grade school, through high school, throughout college, and throughout our lives? Since this is the whole duty of man, why isn't he teaching us in America the whole duty? Why do we learn naked pictures? Pornography, huh? Why do we learn profane words? Why do they sell alcohol that is totally destructive to the mind and the body? Why do they give us everything immoral rather than moral? It's written what the whole duty of man is, so the only real education is when you teach the duty of man. Isn't it? That's the only proper education, is when you teach the whole duty. That means there's nothing else. That's it in its entirety. The complete education of a man is fearing Yahweh, keeping his commandments. And that is exactly what we are not taught by the white man. Good gracious Yahweh, look at this class. Okay, what are we on? That was it. All right. Now let's move on to Psalms 82:6. When you do this is when you do what I've said thus far, here's what I'll be able to do with you. When you take my yoke upon you, let me write my laws within your mind, and you research all the facts, study, and research all the facts about Yahweh Ben Yahweh, seek to understand the nature of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, and learn how to apply all of this information to better your life and our nation's life. And then once you accept your whole duty, the conclusion of the whole matter, here's what I'll be able to do with you. Psalms 82:6. Read.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
You're children of the Most High. Most High is an allegory for the name Yahweh. So when the white Masons wrote down the Most High, he knew when you read this in your mentally dead state, you would know who specifically this is. Praise Yahweh. This is specifically Yahweh, the Most High. Glory. But see who you are? I have said, you are God. Well, I didn't know I was God. Right. That's why I'm here. To make you God. John 1:12. That's the power I have. St. John chapter 1, verse 12.
But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yahweh, even to them that believe on his name.
To fear me includes knowing my name. To fear Yahweh, you must believe on Yahweh's name. Look how important this is. I have the power to give you the power. What kind of power? Mental power. Man power. I have the power within me. I have so much infinite power within me that I can give you some of it. Huh? And what I give you is so powerful that you can become, what? Sons of Yahweh. And since Yahweh is God, and I give you mental power to be his son, that means you have the power to be like him. You can't be him, but you can be what? Like him. And since Yahweh is divine mind, that means your mind can also become divine. So you got to look at that word. See, divine mind is different from a regular mind. Yahweh is divine mind. So let's look up divine for a second. Let's take this odyssey into divinity. I love this. Divinity. All right. Divine. Read.
Divine. Being or having the nature of a deity.
Deity. See, now that's another word, so you have to look up deity. Okay. Come on.
Of, relating to, emanating from, or being the expression of a deity.
Expression emanating from. Here's deity again. D-I-E-T-Y. Okay, or is it D-E-I-T-Y?
D-E-I.
D-I-E?
D-E-I.
D-E-I. All right. Read.
In the service or worship of a deity or God.
Or God. Deity then becomes God. In the service of God. When your mind becomes divine, it becomes the exclusive, it's set aside for the exclusive use of God, Yahweh. So immorality will have no place in you, because your mind has been set aside for the exclusive use of the mighty God, the Most High God, Yahweh. So your mind becomes Most High. Since he's Most High doesn't mean he's elevated physically in the stratosphere. Most High is as high as you can go in man. So when I make your mind, give you the power to have divine mind, your mind is automatically what? Raised. That's when you begin to be upright and moral. And you consciously know what you're doing. You want to be this way. Godly. How many want to be godly? Praise Yahweh. So that means you want a what kind of mind? Divine. A divine mind, an elevated mind, a high mind, a holy mind. Now what's the advantage of having a high mind versus a low mind? Superior, supreme. Wisdom, divine wisdom. With wisdom, Yahweh established the earth.
Proverbs 3:19. Proverbs 3:19.
Proverbs 3:19. Here's what you are able to do. Proverbs 3:19. Read.
The Lord Yahweh by wisdom hath founded the earth. By understanding hath he established the heavens.
See the advantage of having your mind elevated? See the advantage of being rectitude? See the advantage of having probity of mind? See the advantage of being raised from a mentally dead level to an upright position? This is all a mental concept, a mental reality. Look what you can do with the power of mind. Create. You become a creator. You're not the creator, but you become a part of the creator. In mind. Oh, that's heavy. How many would like to be a creator? You always originate things. Well, that comes from what I'm teaching you. Why do I have so much power? Isaiah 9:6. How am I able to do all of this? Isaiah 9:6 explains that to you. If you are mystified as to how I have so much power, the power to make you God, to make you the sons of God, give you divine mind, then read this. Read.
For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
See, you can't let nothing take your mind off me, brothers. No matter how it looks. See, there are things in the world that look good to you, but I'm the best for you. Hey, God, I be watching my brothers, see. Hey, God, they mind be deviating in a minute. Forget all about what I be saying. Something all glittery and pretty be passing by, boy, and you just lose sight of wisdom. Yoke your mind, brothers. Take my yoke upon your mind. Put it in a straitjacket and focus on me. Oh, hallelujah, Yahweh. I know I'm right. Because if you take your mind off me, it'll be low. It'll be from up on high, then all of a sudden you'll be looking low. Then you'll be praying about that, trying to get high. Glory! This is exciting. Isn't this exciting? Now you see who you be learning of when you learn of me? I am who? The mighty God. The mighty God. That's who I am. I'm the mighty God in the extreme sense of the word. Look up extreme for me. This is the only way we're going to have moral behavior, is we understand these things. All right?
Extreme, outermost or farthest, most remote in any direction, final,
As far as you can go. In the remotest corners of the galaxies. See Yahweh. Okay.
last, being in or attaining the greatest or highest degree.
the highest degree. That's 360. You can never rest. You must always be in the pursuit of 360 degrees. What degree is higher than 360? It's complete. So if you live forever, then you are forever seeking what?
360 degrees.
360 degrees. Okay.
Very intense.
Intense love for Yahweh. Intense reverence for Yahweh.
Extending far beyond the norm.
Yes, you can't just have a normal reverence for Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Okay.
Radical.
They want to call you radical, be radical.
Of the greatest severity.
Yes.
Drastic.
Drastic reverence.
The greatest or utmost degree or point.
So what I'm giving you, when you fear Yahweh, then you get the greatest degrees of knowledge. The white man charge you $10, $15, $20,000 a semester to get a degree after 4 years. And at the end of those 4 years, they know you're ignorant. And guess who else knows you're ignorant? You do. And when you go get your job, what do they have to do on the job? Train you to work. And you know what you discover? Man, hey, I could have learned this before I graduated from high school. Right or wrong? So the white man, in tricking you to get a degree, has robbed you of money and cheated you of time in the workplace. 4 years that you could have been learning or earning, you weren't even learning. You were paying somebody ignorant to keep you ignorant. Isn't that something? But when you fear Yahweh, you gain the highest degree. Just fearing Him. So how many think it's a good idea? No wonder to fear Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, because you travel to the highest degree. How many can see by definition, this is what happens? So as you come to YU, Yahweh University, what kind of degree are you going to receive here? The highest degree. By learning what? Fear of Yahweh Ben Yahweh. How many can see it clearly? It's kind of getting to your mind. All right.
Extreme. Either of the two things situated at the ends of a spectrum or range.
At the ends of a range. There's no end to my range. But if you extend a circle, if you split a circle and lay it horizontal, there's no end to it. Got the picture? If you disconnect the circle and extend it horizontal or vertical, it doesn't matter in which direction. Where's the end of those lines? So what they're talking about doesn't exist. The extreme is where 2 points rest. Say that again?
Either of the two things situated at the ends of a spectrum or range.
At the end of a range. That's a limitation. So you have to have a limitation to do that. But in Yahweh, there is no limitation. All right.
An extreme condition. A drastic or immoderate expedient. The first or last terms of a ratio or series.
the first or last term of a ratio. A ratio is in relation to something, huh? Is it not? Always in relationship to one thing. There's a whole and a ratio is a part of it. I'm the whole. Yahweh is the whole. Okay.
The major or minor term of a syllogism.
Ooh, so you have to write that down, syllogism. But how you spell syllogism for everybody?
Syllogism. S-Y-L-L-O-G-I-S-M.
Syllogism. Look at your vocabulary. Now you have a word, syllogism. How many already know what that means? See? Right. You got to look it up, don't you? Well, you got so much to look up, you don't know what to do, right? Come on. We're still on extreme read. That's it? Now you want to apply extreme to reverence for Yahweh. Fear is extreme reverence of Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Reverence. Reverence. Dictionary.
Reverence. A feeling of profound awe.
Now here comes profound awe again. Okay.
And respect and often of love. Veneration. An act of showing respect.
An act of showing respect.
Especially an obeisance. The state of being revered.
Okay, that's reverence. Now you applied extreme to the same word that we looked up. Awe, A-W-E. I want some people to volunteer. I want one person to get ready to volunteer for the, one get ready to volunteer for mighty, and another for God, and then each word of moral behavior, and apply it to Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Get ready in your mind to come down to the mic without me picking you. It's an honor to come without me picking you. Okay? Awe.
Awe. An emotion of mingled reverence.
An emotion of what?
An emotion of mingled reverence.
How you spell that word?
M-I-N-G-L-E-D.
An emotion of mingled reverence.
An emotion of mingled reverence, dread, and wonder, inspired by something majestic or sublime.
Inspired by someone majestic and sublime. And I teach the sublime. Ooh, this is so rich, honey. Go ahead.
Respect tinged with fear for authority. The power to inspire reverence or fear. Dread. That's it.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Say it again.
Awe. An emotion of mingled reverence, dread, and wonder, inspired by something majestic or sublime.
Look up the word majestic. Spell majestic for everybody.
Majestic. M-A-J-E-S-T-I-C. Majestic.
Read.
majestic, having or exhibiting stateliness or great dignity.
Great dignity. So what this means is that as a follower of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, as a disciple of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, as a student of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, you must become majestic. Which means, again, dignity. Excuse me, go ahead.
Having or exhibiting stateliness or great dignity.
You must exhibit stateliness and great dignity. That's the objective of learning this of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, is how do I become stately? How do I become majestic? How do I show forth dignity? Look up the word dignity. What is dignity? Why should I want to be dignified? If I don't know what dignity is, then I may not want to be that. But how can I say I don't want to be that when I don't know what it is? When I learn of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, I learn that he is majestic and dignified. So since he is making us godly, that means we ought to be like him. So therefore, we must want to become majestic and dignified. So, dignity, read.
Dignity, the presence of poise and self-respect in one's deportment to a degree that inspires respect.
You have so much respect for yourself in your conduct and deportment that it causes and forces other people and nations to look upon you with profound awe